Hi, I'm John DeVore. Welcome back to the DeVore Fidelity YouTube channel. Today I'm going to cover another one of my favorite live albums. This is, as I described in the introduction, as a result of the COVID-19, a lot of live music venues have been shut down. So I thought I would explore as many great and maybe unknown live albums as I could think of. The last video yesterday I did Aretha Franklin's live album on her birthday. This one is going to be one that maybe some people who have seen other interviews of me based around LPs and vinyl may be familiar with, and that's because it was one of my very first records. It is one of 3 records that I remember having before any others, and I was a little child. I remember playing this very 45 on my little plastic turntable that had a little an orange plastic tone arm, and I played it all the time. I loved it. I would put it on my little record player and I would listen to it with my eyes closed, and I would imagine all the different musicians playing their parts, and I would be swinging and swaying, and absolutely sort of an ideal audiophile experience as just a little kid. And the 45 is Cannonball Adderley, and it's a live recording of Mercy, Mercy, Mercy on one side, which is an incredible and probably his biggest hit. But it's a great song by keyboardist Joseph Zawinul. And on the other side is Games, which was written by Cannonball's brother, the cornet player Nat Adderley. These are both live recordings, and they coincidentally, the album that these came from was released on the same year I was born, 1966. And that album is this one. The Cannonball Adderley Quintet, Mercy, 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 live at the Club. It's a great album. Obviously, it has both of those songs that I just mentioned. The funny thing about this is, while it is a live recording and you can hear the audience in the background, and there's banter from Cannonball and from an announcer in the beginning, in between songs, absolutely has a live feel, very high energy, just a fantastic live performance. The funny thing is that even though on the back, on the record jacket, it talks about Capitol Records came into the club one night before showtime, strung their equipment all over, and took a full evening's performance, all this kind of stuff, it's all fake. This was recorded in Capitol Studios in Hollywood. And it was a live performance, and they actually did invite the public in, so there's a good, real audience there. There was an open bar, so the audience is loosened up and having fun. So it has all the elements of a real live album recorded in a club, including the interaction between the musicians and the audience. But it's faked. And legend has it that Cannonball was good friends with the manager of the club and thought it would be a nice thing to throw the guy a huge promotional bone and claim that the record was recorded in the club. And I'm sure that was a big one. Personnel on this, it's Cannonball and his brother. Cannonball obviously on alto sax. His brother plays cornet. Nat Adderley plays cornet. Joe Zawinul is on keyboards. He plays an old Whirly electric piano in this one. So he's got that sort of growly, nice cutting tone. Beautiful. Just so good. Joe Zawinul, by the way, he's a great musician, great composer, and has influenced a lot of different, really disparate artists in a lot of different ways. So here he's playing great groove jazz, post-bop, or hard bop even, and some soul jazz kind of elements in here. Mercy, Mercy, Mercy absolutely has elements of soul jazz in it. But he also played with Miles Davis and did some much more cutting edge stuff, and of course was one of the founding members of Weather Report, the big fusion group. Very influential and just a fantastic musician. And then the rhythm section is rounded out by Victor Gaskin on bass and Roy McCurdy on drums. Again, just very high energy, just delicious, great songs. It opens up with a real killer tune, Fun, which Cannonball claims he did so that he could then segue right into his brother's tune, Games, which gets a nice rise out of the audience. It's great. It came out on mono in stereo. I feel like the mono one sounds a little better. It's got a little bit more meat on the bones. But if you don't have a dedicated mono playback stylus, then I couldn't say which would be better. I do know, generally speaking, if you're buying the LP, try to stay clear of the electronically rechanneled for stereo, because all that is the mono recording sent through some gimmicks to do some phasey and panny things that really just sounds awful. But this is a great album, and I highly recommend it. Thanks again, and I hope to see you soon on the next one. Bye.